Swayam Prabha. Digital India. Educated India.
Welcome back to the third session of the course. In the previous session, we discussed that in a language we need to learn letters, words and sentences, and then we saw letters. Today we will start with words. In this scheme of English learning and teaching, we club words in a particular manner. So we club words in families. So our first word family is this. Okay. I will ask some of the students present in the audience to read these words for the rest of them. Karthik, can you read the first line of these words?
Am, an,
Go on.
as, at, act, add, and, aunt.
And.
And.
And. Akshat, can you read out the next line?
Act, ash, bad, bat, cap, can, cat, dam.
Okay. Next, Shashank, can you read the third line?
Yes. Fan, fat, gas, had, has, hat, jam, lad.
Okay. Mohita, next line.
Lap, man, mad, map, mat, nap, nag.
Karthik, next line. Pan.
Pan, pack, ram, ran, rat, sat, sat.
Next line.
Tap, tan, tax, swan, wax, back, ban.
Good. Akshat, next.
Flag, flat, clap, dash, dam, hang.
Next.
Black, fact, packed, rat, run, slap.
Black, catch, crack, flash, ground, track, trash.
Next. What was that last word in that line? After flash?
Flash, grand,
Grand. Okay. Next.
grand, track, trash, brand, clash, crash.
Okay. Mohita, next.
Hatch, latch, match, clank, slack, stack, snatch, splash, strand, scratch.
Beautiful. So, children, what do you see common among these words?
The word A.
And
Pronunciation.
pronunciation. All the words, in all these words, A is pronounced in a particular manner. Okay? So, that is the reason why all of these words we have put together in one word family, cat. Okay? Which captures the sound. Okay. All these words are familiar to you?
Yes.
Yes.
Roughly, for most of them, you know the meanings?
Yes.
Good. And even if you do not know the meanings of some of them, when those words come, you can pronounce it correctly. Okay. And when you need the meaning, you can look up. If some of the words look familiar, look known, but you do not remember the meanings, and if you want to know, you can quickly ask the meanings of some of the words, after which we go to the next word family. No? Okay. We go to the next word family, and then later, if some word meanings you need, you can look up. Our next word family is this. Karthik, can you read from the top?
Ark, art, ask, bar, car, far, jar. Par, tar, yak, arch, bark, calf, calm.
Good. As you note, he read calf, calm. In English, some of the letters sometimes are silent. They are not pronounced. That L in calf and calm are not pronounced. They are silent. Next, Akshat.
Card, cart, dark, farm, fast, hard.
Okay.
Harm, mark, marsh, mask, palm, part.
Okay.
Past, word, blast,
Ward.
ward, blast, jam, flask,
flask.
flask, shark.
Next.
Smart, spark, stark, starch.
Okay. So you notice that in these words also A comes but with a different sound, and that is why they are put together in a different word family, car. Okay, Mohita, next here.
All, ball, call, fall, hall, chalk, small.
Okay.
Stall, talk, tall, wall, walk, want.
Okay. Here again in talk the L is silent. Okay, Akshat.
What, war, warm, was.
Okay. So in all these words you pronounce A as O. Okay. And as you notice, this M is capital, Mars. Okay. What is the meaning of the word Mars?
It is a proper noun.
It is a proper noun. It is a name of a planet. Okay. Good. Next we have two word families again together. Okay, Mohita, from the top.
Bed, beg, bet, den, fed, get, hen.
Next.
Jet, let, led, men, met, net, pen, pet.
Okay. Shashank.
Red, set, ten, when,
Uh-uh.
vex,
Yes.
well,
Web.
web, wet, end, bend, bell, best, fell, hell, melt, mend, next.
Okay. Next.
Lent, lest, pest, rest, sell, tent. Tent, test, text, went, west, well, blend.
Yes, Karthik.
Crest, flash, blast,
Uh-uh.
mesh,
What is this? What is this?
flesh,
Flesh. Okay, continue.
bless, knelt, tent, small,
Uh-uh.
smell,
Yes.
clench, stench, stress, trench, stretch.
Good. In all these words, you must have noticed the word, the letter E, and its sound, which is different from the sound which we will see in the next words. Yes, Shashank.
Her, per, fern, herb, herd, jerk, perk, surf, work, clerk, perch, stern.
Right. We have seen the sound patterns of A and E, right? 3 sound patterns of A and 2 sound patterns of E. What is the next vowel?
I.
I. Let us see its sound pattern. Mohita.
If, in, is, it, inch, ink, bid, big, bin.
Continue.
Bit, did, dig, dim, din, dip, fit, fix.
Shashank.
Head, him, hit, lid, lip, mix, nib, pig,
Continue.
pin, pit, rib, rid, rig, rim, sin, sit, six.
Yes. In English, when you pronounce R, make note that its pronunciation is light, not rig, rim. Okay. It is rid, rig. And particularly, if it comes towards the end, it is kept very light. Car, far, bar, not car, bar, far. Okay. So English sounds are typically light. Okay. Next.
Tin, win, wit, bill, dish, fish, fill, hill, list, mill, miss, pick, pill, quit, rich, sick, till.
Okay. Next.
Till, will, wish,
What is this first word?
till,
Tilt.
tilt,
Yes.
tilt, will, wish, with, bring, cliff, dish,
Ditch.
ditch, print, quilt, stiff, still, sting, trick, wrist.
Okay. Next. Akshat.
Glitch, plinch,
Plinth.
plinth, script, spring, strict, string.
Okay. In all of these, you have noted the sound of I, which is E, small sound E. Okay. Some other sounds of I are also possible. Yes, Mohita. This X means exception. Okay, exceptional sound. The exceptional sound of I.
Fir,
Mm-mm.
For
Fur.
fur, sir, bird, firm,
first, shirt, thirst.
Okay. Another exceptional sound, Shashank.
Bind, high, hind, kind, mind, wild, blind, child, grind, light, fight, flight, slide.
Good. So for I, the major sound pattern is this, E. The minor sound patterns are A and I. Okay. So that means in a word which you see first time somewhere, the sound of I will fit typically in one of these, right? Next vowel,
O.
O. Box. Yes, Kartik.
Off, on, or, ox, odd, off, box, cot, dog, dot.
Wait, just a minute.
box.
In this case, in this line, the first word was OF, and this word was OFF. What is the difference in the sound of these? In this OFF, you pronounce F precisely as F, off, and in this one, you pronounce it light and almost like V, of. Okay, of, O-V. See as if it is O-V. Okay, now continue from here.
Fog,
Yes,
fox, god, got, hop, hot.
yes, Shashank, next.
Jog, jot, log, lot, mop, knot, nor, knot, pot.
Continue.
Rod, rot, sob, top, bomb, bond, fond.
Okay, Mohita, next.
Long, lost, moss, toss, scot, shop, shot.
Continue.
Sort, spot, stop, block, clock, flock.
Yes, Kartik. This one, frog.
Frock, frost, gross, shock, stop, torch, thorn, strong, throng. Do, do.
And you know why these two words are in a box, because their sound pattern is not according to the normal rule. Okay, we will come back to this sound again later. And now let us go to another exceptional sound which is more common. Akshat.
Go, so, bold, cold, fold, fort, gold, hold, port, post, sold, told, scold, sport.
Beautiful. Shashank, the last
Sun,
one.
sun, won, word, month, world.
Okay. So one sound pattern here, which is a major sound pattern of O, which is like box, and two minor sound patterns, bold and word. Okay. And one peculiar, very rare sound pattern, which is in box here, that is do, to. Okay. We continue with the remaining vowel.
You.
U. That's right. Yes, Mohita.
Up, us, bug, bud, butt, cub, cup, cut, dug.
Continue.
Fun, gun, hug, hum, gum, hut, jug, mug.
Yes, Shashank.
Nun, nut, pub, rub, sun, run, sun, bump, club, cut, duck, drum, drug, dull, dust, fund.
Okay, next.
Girl, hum, hunt, jump, just, luck, lust, must, null, plum, pump, rush, rust, shut, such.
Next, Kartik.
Suck, must, null, plum, pump, rush, rust, shut, such, suck, sunk, sunk, husk, done, brush, bunch.
Just a minute. Yes, next, Akshat.
Burnt, burst, chuck, crush, crust, flush.
Next, Shashank.
Punch, plug, plumb, punch, drunk,
Shunt.
shunt.
Okay. This word is new?
Yes.
Shunt. Okay. In electric circuit, you have something called a shunt. Okay. Mohita.
Stuck, thumb, truck, trust, struck, strung.
Continue.
Clutch, crunch, thrust.
Okay, Akshay, last.
Put, bull, bush, full, pull, push.
So these are different sound. Okay, that is why that has been put in as exception. So for you, this is the major sound pattern, and this is the minor sound pattern. Okay, and you see, these are word families which we have put together according to different sound patterns of the vowels in the words. We will come back to these word families later, and right now we have one more issue in our agenda for this particular session, and that is the counterpart of the technique that we studied in the previous session. In that technique, in which we called interpretation, our idea was to take an English text and make out its meaning. And in the process of making out its meaning, in order to make out its meaning correctly and be confident that we have done so, we broke the sentence in different parts and then completely translated all the parts into Hindi, and then in Hindi we constructed the sentence and then ensured that we have understood the sentence completely. And their assumption was that Hindi, which is our CLL, common local language, is something in which all of us are proficient to a very high degree compared to English, which we are learning. In this other technique which we do today, the process is exactly reverse. The idea is that we have something in mind which we want to say, and we want to express something, and for that we will construct the correct English sentence so as to express our idea in English. But in practice, we will not right now take the job of putting down our idea, but put down an idea which is already written, already available in CLL, already available in Hindi, and that means all of us know what it is that we are trying to express, so that when it is expressed in English, all of us know that it has been expressed correctly and the purpose was successfully executed. So this technique we call as expression, or in nickname we call it CLL to ENG. That means common local language to English. The way interpretation we call as ENG to CLL. That means English to common local language. So for the expression session, we have this passage for doing it in class today, which is actually the continuation passage of the one which we used for interpretation session. And in order to remind you that it is continuation passage, the first sentence is repeated. This is the sentence with which we completed the exercise in the last session. That is, then slowly the daughter of monk Anathapindad got up with tears. फिर धीरे धीरे भिक्षु अनाथपिंडद की बेटी आंसुओं के साथ उठ खड़ी हुई. And today we will continue that same story, and this time we have the Hindi version with us, and we will convert it into English step by step. Next sentence is, बुद्ध के चरण छूकर मीठे धीमे स्वर में उसने कहा. And if we break it, then we get बुद्ध के चरण, Buddha's feet, छूकर, touching, मीठे धीमे स्वर में, in a sweet low voice, उसने कहा, she said. And now we number them according to the English syntax rule. And how we will make that? We will say first here, then here, and so on. So for touching, it is 1, then 2 here, 3 here, and 4 here. And as we assemble it in that order, we will get the English sentence, and then we will make the appropriate capitalization. That T will become capital because it is the first letter of the sentence. Touching Buddha's feet, she said in a sweet low voice. Okay, and this comma here signifies that the sentence is not really complete, because the speech will come now, the direct speech will come now, and so that is why it is comma here. Okay. Next, यह भिखारिन सुप्रिया आपका आदेश लेती है. यह भिखारिन सुप्रिया, that is her name, Supriya is her name, is 1. आपका आदेश 2, लेती है 3. As we convert each of them into English, यह भिखारिन सुप्रिया becomes this beggar maid Supriya. आपका आदेश becomes your order. लेती है becomes takes. And then we number these parts and compose in that sequence and get this beggar maid Supriya takes your order. Fine. Next, रोते हुए भूखे लोग सब मेरे बच्चे हैं. रोते हुए भूखे लोग सब मेरे बच्चे हैं. Okay. So you see, this is the verb and this is the subject and this is the rest of the predicate other than the verb. रोते हुए भूखे लोग, crying hungry people, सब मेरे बच्चे, all my children हैं, are. Okay. In English rules, now you number these parts and assemble. Crying hungry people are all my children. Next, नगर को अनाज बांटने का काम मैं ले रही हूँ. You remember the story in which the story started with a problem, who will distribute grains to the hungry. Okay. So we break it into pieces. नगर को अनाज बांटने का काम मैं ले रही हूँ. किसको? whom, नगर को. क्या? what, अनाज बांटने का काम. who, मैं. who, कौन. मैं. काम क्या है? what is the action? ले रही हूँ. Okay. So in that sense of the meaning we break it. Okay. In the last session we were discussing what is the sense in which we break it. So ask a question, get the answer. So according to the answer, break it. For every little question, the answer that you get in this sentence, that is one piece. Okay, one part. Who, doing what, what is action, that is who, what is action, am taking what, the task of distributing grains, whom, to the city, right? How to do it? What is the first piece? लेकिन. तुम. तो बस. We will have a little trouble with this guy. Okay? तो बस. एक भिक्षु की बेटी और खुद भिक्षुनी हो. Okay? In parts, translate it. लेकिन. But. तुम. You. तो बस. Only or just. एक भिक्षु की बेटी,
daughter of a monk.
the daughter of a monk, or and. खुद भिक्षुनी,
Yourself a beggar maid.
none. When she talks about herself, she talks about beggar maid, but others, including us, others including we, are not supposed to call her that. That is not respectable. So we say the right word, which is none. Okay. Ho, are. Now how do we number? Let us number them. But you, just, the daughter of a monk, and a nun yourself are.
But you are.
So we number that like that. But you are what? The daughter of a monk, and a nun yourself. And we have not yet put this word just anywhere. So let it stay outside for the time being, like this. And then we think how to settle this word just. One way to put it here, and then you say, but you are just the daughter of a monk, and a nun yourself. Or we say, but you are only the daughter of a monk and a nun yourself. Or we say, but you are the daughter of a monk only and a nun yourself. But perhaps the best and stylish way to do that is not to keep this word just at all, but put this word but here. You are but the daughter of a monk, a nun yourself. And in this last round, you must have noticed that I have got rid of this word and rather put a comma here. So this has come out to be a stylish translation, okay, more dramatic. But that is not necessary. A dramatic translation is not necessary for a translation and for your interpretation. Other versions will be as good as this, so far as understanding is concerned or the job of translation is concerned. If I assemble it like that, will the sentence be correct? Not really. We have to do something more. According to English rules of question, it will be not with what pride you accept such a difficult responsibility, but it will be with what pride do you accept such a difficult responsibility, right? Because that is the rule of constructing a question. So this way you will find that as you break it into parts and convert each part into English, then you see different parts, you see a number of pieces which you now have to assemble. And if you have some familiarity with the language in which you are trying to assemble, then the order in which you have to assemble should not be very difficult to find out. Okay? So at this point, we stop and find out if you have any questions. Yes.
Why we need word families?
Why do we need
Word families.
Why do we need word families? Why do you accept such a difficult task? Okay. So why do we need word families? Word families we don't need as such. Word families we are using as a convenience to teach you a lot of words together in one big group, so that in every word family where you know some of the words are familiar, and some of the words you don't know, some of the words are new. But then when you see that in one group, when you see so many words in which you know majority of the words and there are some words which you don't know, but just the fact that we have put together these words in one single family tells you that whatever is the sound of I in the words you know, it will be the same sound in the other words which are new to you. Okay. So for example, suppose for somebody this word is new. Okay. What are her options? How she would say this word? So having this in this word family, she knows that since it is clubbed with tin, miss, print, etc., so this should be glitch and not glitch. Okay? So this is our technique of putting unknown things in the group of known things, so that some character about the unknown is obviously known to the newcomer. Okay? Apart from that, the major purpose of putting words in a family according to the vowel sound is to ensure that students of the class learn so many words together and get the pattern of the sound, so that wherever in a new word he gets some particular vowel, he knows the typical sounds by which it has to be pronounced. So that means even if he doesn't know the meaning of the word, he at least can read it smoothly. Okay. And when he wants a meaning, he can consult the dictionary. But even before knowing the meaning, you have an idea of the pronunciation. So that is the purpose of having words clubbed together in word families. Okay. Anything else?
Why we have to learn so many words?
So many. These are so many or so few? This is also a question, because as we know, there are too many words in the language which is a good thing, which means that the language is rich. Okay. You don't need to, I mean, every student does not need to learn this many words in one shot. Okay. It can be possible that we have a shorter list of words and we teach that in the beginning. And if I am trying to teach you this many words, not much less, that means I expect you to be able to learn so many words. In another class, if the students are a little weaker than you people, then the teacher might decide that maybe not these many words, but a little smaller list, and in that case the teacher will teach a subset of these words, not all of these. That is also possible. It is a decision which rests with the teacher, because the teacher knows her students and she knows how many words of one kind together a student will be capable of handling easily. Since I know that you can handle so many words together, that is why I am trying to teach you so many words together. Okay. So today we are not conducting the practice session or the tutorial session, but the what was in the agenda and what those of you who are school teachers and who want to run this among your students are supposed to do in this tutorial, I will just outline. The continuation passage of whatever we were doing are here, and the task in the tutorial is to get similar passages done by students by this step-by-step process, which in a frozen manner I am showing you here. And make note that this kind of exercise running by instruction, running through instruction for 5 minutes or 10 minutes and through the work of the students for another 5 or 10 minutes is not enough for the children to learn. Children need a lot of practice, and those among you who are here in order to improve your English, those people also need it in much larger measure, and that is why we have this passage for assignment. And just like the passage in the previous assignment, in which a passage was given to translate from English into Hindi in the interpretation exercise, now here this passage is given for translation from Hindi into English, and here also in the case of 5 of the long sentences, I am asking you to show the step-by-step process of translation by breaking into parts as done in the class. And in rest of the sentences also you do it like that, but in your submission you do not need to show all those steps in detail, because that way your work will be too large. But in the case of 5 of the long sentences you do that, and this passage is a little long. Okay. So here we stop in this session and continue again in session 4. Thank you.